probably the coolest fight in the instance, it's Dark Animus. The actual fight is very easy. However, it requires quite a bit of forward planning. In fact, that's probably the only thing I have against this fight. If executed correctly, your group will have a very easy time of it. The main thing in this fight is to avoid having any large anima golems up, as they put these puddles on the ground that chase players and they deal immense damage if you stand in them. If we got a large anima golem by mistake, we just wipe the raid and start it again, as it's needlessly difficult. If you look around the room, you will see that some of the golems have low health and have sparks of electricity around them. Do not hit these. These golems are broken and are incredibly helpful. Now before the fight, you want every single player assigned a non-broken little golem that they will keep on them, while tanks will take 2. Non-tanks need to be very careful to stay spread out and keep the adds away from other adds, otherwise they get buffed. If you stand on this ledge as a tank, you have one of them behind you and the other in front of you, and this way it interrupts their link, though this is not always possible and depends on the RNG of the fight. If the link is not interrupted, they hit really hard, so if it gets messed up and they hit you while linked, then pop some defensives. DPS should focus down the tank's golems first. Before the golems die, they should be brought next to a large broken golem, as when they die, their anima will go into the closest golem with room for more anima. Each broken large anima golem can soak 2 of the little ones, so make sure to kill those adds near them. When all the large ones are filled up, adds should be brought one at a time to the massive anima golem near Animus and killed there, so that the anima goes into it. The massive golem should be picked up by a tank and tanked somewhere out of the way as soon as it activates. Keep in mind that it applies a stacking debuff to anyone standing near it by smacking the ground, so tanks will need to swap and other players should avoid it. There is no point in DPSing the massive golem, and once you've got it to 36 anima, you should kill one of the small golems next to Animus and have it activate. Animus should be burst down, and this is the time to use Bloodlust. Animus will put a ring of red globes around the tank. Each time this happens, any non-tank player should run through some of the rings to create a gap for the tank to run through. We had a rogue do this. The reason for this is each globe you run through increases the damage you take from Animus's melee attacks, so having somebody who isn't tanking the boss do this is extremely helpful. If nobody will reach you in time, just run through as few orbs as you can and use a cooldown or 2 to help reduce the damage. The massive golem will also put meta swap on random players, which makes 2 players swap places and take damage when the debuff falls off or is dispelled. Now, the longer it's on the player, the more damage it does, so players should be healed up and dispelled right away. Animus will also use Interrupting Jolt, which will interrupt any casts, so make sure to stop casting for this move. Animus also has a soft enrage timer of AoEing the heck out of your raid once he's at 100 anima, so it's best to kill him before this happens. That's it for Dark Animus. I hope you enjoyed this guide and found it helpful. And if you did, then please click that like button and post a comment, as it really helps me out. And of course, subscribe for more videos.